Tamil Nadu, India, an agricultural state where many families own livestock. Vivekananda Kendranadep sees this as an opportunity to promote biogas as a package, an energy source for cooking, combined with a source of fertiliser to boost productivity and income for farmers. This slurry has proved to be equally important to a small farm as the methane produced. It's mixed with other ingredients such as worm compost to produce a highly effective fertiliser. As well as use on crops, farmers are encouraged to use it to grow a zola, an aquatic plant that can be used as animal feed. An innovation is the construction of the digester dome from strengthened bamboo instead of brick and cement, making it more economic. This scheme means the plentiful raw material of cattle dung is being used in 2,000 plants across Tamil Nadu, benefiting around 12,000 people directly. Rural Mexico. Here, wood is being brought by the donkey load into town, where it's the main fuel for cooking, whether it's heating a pot on a three-stone fire or cooking tortilla on a traditional hot plate. Not only is the demand causing widespread deforestation, the smoke is hazardous. But now a new design of stove is boosting efficiency while still allowing traditional cooking. Traditional tortillas being cooked in a traditional Mexican kitchen. The smoke fills the air and coats the walls and furniture. It's also a major health risk, especially for women and children. The stove is inefficient and burns large quantities of wood, leading to deforestation and soil erosion. One clean, smokeless solution is the LPG gas stove, but gas is expensive and not always available in rural areas. In the lake area of Patsuaro, a practical alternative has emerged: the Patsari stove, an improved wood burner. It still uses wood, but it's more efficient, so it uses much less fuel. It's being promoted by the Interdisciplinary Group of Technologies for Rural Self-Sufficiency, or GIRA. An essential feature is the chimney that sucks out the smoke, leaving the kitchen clean and, more importantly, less of a health risk. The griddle and 2 hot plates make Patsari perfect for traditional cooking. Built using local materials like clay and cement, the Patsari's dimensions are crucial for efficient combustion, so a mould has been produced to ensure a standard size. Insulation is packed around the combustion chamber to retain heat. The tailor-made design means a saving of 60% in fuel wood and a 70% cut in indoor pollution, as well as 30% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. But the research means nothing unless the message is promoted. Workshops and training courses take information about health and environmental issues direct to the community. And microcredit means the new design is within everyone's reach. It's hoped that as the word spreads, the Patsari stove will leave a legacy of improved health and a restored environment to the next generation. Yan'an, northern China, famously known as the power base for Mao Zedong, whose belief in self-reliance is echoed by the people's own resilience and self-sufficiency. Yet with population growth, the pressure on natural resources has reached unsustainable levels. Now, the Shaanxi Volunteer Mothers Association for Environmental Protection have started their own revolution against environmental degradation.
The traditional way of life and farming practices such as overploughing and using wood as fuel for cooking has resulted in serious soil erosion and the destruction of the environment.
Recognising the problem, the government launched a reforestation programme in 1997. Key to its success were the Shaanxi mothers, spearheaded by Wang Mingying.
我们呢，主要呢是开展了3项活动。
We were mainly involved in 3 activities. First was the reforestation project, where we planted trees, which we called Shanxi Mothers Environmental Protection Trees. We've also launched training programs for more than 14,000 rural and urban women and family members. While the farmers were reforesting the land and learning how to reduce environmental degradation, the need for fuel for cooking and heating also needed to be addressed, as it wasn't just the environment that was at stake, but the health of the families and the burden on women who spent hours collecting bundles from miles away.
I have to get firewood from far away and then I have to cook. It's horrible, and each time there is a lot of smoke and it's not good for my lungs and throat. It really is awful.
The Shanxi mothers realised that if they were going to stand a chance of protecting the remaining trees and environment in the long term, they needed to find an alternative fuel source. In order to help the farmers to reduce poverty and at the same time to help the environment, we started a project which was called the 4-in-1 system, so that we could use biogas for energy. The 4-in-1 system is a way of turning human sewage and pig waste into biogas that can provide fuel for lighting and cooking.
This is the general structure of the biogas pit. It's got 4 parts. This is the material inlet. Human waste comes from the toilet and the animal waste from the piggery. All this enters the fermentation chamber. This is the major part of the biogas pit, where the waste from humans and animals turns into biogas. Then there's a pipe which leads the gas to the kitchen for people to use. The slurry can be used for fertiliser for trees.
I never thought that raw human waste could be used for cooking or lighting, and it has no smell at all. I used to go far to collect firewood and spent a lot of money purchasing coal. Since using biogas, I am able to cook straight after working in the fields. It is very convenient and doesn't take too much time.
There's an added spin-off. The byproduct, slurry, can be used as a fertiliser for crops and fruit trees.
Since using biogas, I have the slurry and use it to fertilise these vines. It's much more effective than the artificial fertiliser I used before. It helps the vines grow faster and to produce more grapes.
What we've done has been very successful, so we are planning to expand what we've done for the tree planting and training to the rural and urban communities, and also increase the number of houses in rural areas with biogas. This is cheaper, cleaner, healthier energy, which is environmentally friendly and sustainable. The farmers all love it.